Alright, so I got another throwaway character I put on the ugly baby frame. And I figured I'd add some commentary to this. And you see I got two poor warhammers that are extremely deadly. And it's interesting. And notice how I'm trying to swim, but I got my secondary hemmed up. If you have a secondary weapon you're using for defense and parrying and blocking, you don't want to use head weapons like axes, hammers, and maces, because they get hemmed up in armpits and they get trapped up and you can't move them fast enough. And I think that cost me my life a couple times here. But with this guy, I think I pretty much ran right through him. And Max is gone. Then I got the piggy head guy, which is pretty good. Smashing the hell out of him. Just running that hammer into his face. I'm trying to trap up that shield. One thing I like to do is I like to kind of like do a pincer thing on the shield. And I guess if it's getting struck from the bottom or held in place from the bottom and struck from above, it's easy to snipe that arm. So sometimes I do that scoop under, but the thing with that other hammer is it gets hemmed up a lot. It can't move around as fast as like a sword or something. So I prefer to have a sword in my left hand. So you see I'm kind of getting boxed in here. He still doesn't have a chance. That shield is gone. And I just work on his face while bracing myself. But this guy hung in there, I think. Nope, he left. He's like, nah, I ain't dealing with those. So he's gone. Here's the strawberry man. Strawberry doesn't really want it either. He's about to leave. He's not sure. He's probably a couple days into playing this. But he really doesn't have a chance in hell. But you can see them. I think maybe that was that hatchet blow. That's a neat little hatchet. That's in the Russian campaign. I think that was called the fuck, I don't remember what it was called. Called a shop axe or something. I don't remember. Shop drawer axe. And the mini golf guy with a mini golf hole-in-one flag. I'm about to put a hole in both of his eye holes. Make them a little bit larger. Make them eyeballs. So he's gone. Then I got this guy that uses the setup I like. So I flipped him around, put him on that side. I do that. When somebody's using the poor warhammer and the gladius, like I do, I like to switch the image around. But yeah, I just sniped his gladius, and now he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Now we're getting a slugfest here, and I dominate. And he catches me on this next one because I get that damn secondary hemmed up. Like, he's got that gladius. That gladius is a lot easier to move around, and that's why I normally use it there. But because I got a hammer in the other hand, it's a lot harder to maneuver. So I'm trying to trap up that gladius right now and do a slugfest, dominating the slugfest, but then I get hemmed up right about here. I can't get that hammer out of his armpit. I need to curl it up over that gladius and hold it down so it doesn't block me, and he gets a clean shot in, and I'm done. Then here I come again. He's doing pretty good. That is a formidable opponent because he's using the hammer somewhat effectively. He's doing some damage, but if I had my gladius, I'd be a lot faster. I'd be a lot easier to maneuver around, and I don't know if he got booted or quit. He may have quit. Then the golf flag guy again. He's done pretty quick. And this is pretty boring because I did this before, but it was kind of terrible. I mean, the post commentary, so I'm doing it again. And I'm trying to slow down on the goofy shit and talk more about the technique here. You know, what technique? I just bashed the shit out of him and he's dead. Just bash the shit out of him, snipe his shit, and he's dead. Need more meta guys. I need to make the hammer more popular because I need more competition. I need more people to use the fucking hammer because these hammers are fucking ridiculous, dude. It's like when I have the poor warhammer, it's like very few people can fucking touch me with that thing. So Let's make the poor Warhammer popular and make it meta. Because we need more of these. Because I need more of a challenge. I need more resistance. Because these things are way too overpowered, dude. Way too overpowered. Like, if the sickle was a running chainsaw, was the analog for a running chainsaw, the poor Warhammer would be like the analog of a sawed-off shotgun, or semi-auto sawed-off shotgun. These things are horrible. Okay, Strawberry guy, he's like, I'm not feeling the hammers, dude. I don't want my brains turned into crushed strawberries. No, thank you. All right, this guy, he hangs in there, although it doesn't work out well for him. He loses the mace, loses the shield, and yeah, these things are fucking overpowered and ridiculous. So yeah, this guy's getting smashed to bits. He's trying, but nope. His brain's mush. His skull is mush. Freaking Negan'd his ass. And here I come again. Brace that other hammer under there. Switch it around a bit. Keep bashing his face. And it's really not a match, dude. It's like a wet roll of toilet paper I'm just bashing the hell out of. Just need more people to use these, man. These things are awesome. I'm spreading the gospel of the poor Warhammer. This is the poor Warhammer gospel. With puppy eyes in his bullet head. Okay. I'm kind of getting disheartened here. He's like, bro, you know what's gonna happen. You want me to carry through with this? Because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen when I got these. And notice how my hammers get hemmed up a lot. Because in my left hand, I'm saying this again, but notice how that left hand gets hemmed up. That's a good striking hand when you get in there. And then this lady, I freaking bash the hell out of. I'm like, yeah, I got these. You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna choo-choo them, dance around a bit. Then I'm gonna run up and yeah, just bam, 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 bam. Yeah, it's over. It's over. And she does a pretty decent job with those swords. She does a decent job for what she has, but there's no chance in hell. She just lost one, and now she's dead. She's dead. But yeah, if I were on her level with swords, she'd put up a good fight. She's doing a good job with a vigorous double stabbing down there. But I'm not even really paying attention to it. I'm just bashing her into the ground. It's like, yeah, them swords ain't a threat to me, lady. Them swords ain't a threat to me. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Well, she hangs in there. She done hung in there. She's doing some pretty good stabbing, but it just ain't enough. It ain't enough. Hopefully someday when she sees this hammer in the shop and she can afford it, she can be like, yeah, those things are badass, I'm gonna use it. And then everybody's gonna use the hammer, it's gonna become meta, it's gonna be the main awesome weapon in the game. And I'm never gonna be bored again, because I'm gonna get my ass handed to me by a lot of people. That's what I hope happens. Because I'm really getting bored with just bashing the hell out of tin cans here. I need other people to use these. Use the hammer. This is the hammer gospel. I'm going to name this video the Poor Warhammer Gospel. The PWH Gospel. Use the damn Poor Warhammers. They're awesome. I honestly think they're the best weapon in the game. I'd say top tier would be the sickle. The sickle is the most nasty thing in the game. Second tier would be this hammer. And third tier would be that Russ axe. The Russ axe got bumped down to third tier, in my opinion. You know, from my experience in my paradigm here. So it's the sickle, the Poor Warhammer, and then the Russ axe. And then under the Russ axe would probably be that fire poker hook looking spear thing. And under that would be the other spear that looks like it, but that doesn't have the little hook. But yeah, the Poor Warhammer is like one of the best guys. best weapons in the game. I just wish more people would use it, because it's pretty accessible to lower level people. I forget which level it is. But you see, that high-end shield, it just bashed that out of the way like nothing. And he's got a pretty good sword. It's not quite as good as the Gladius, but it's still enough to hurt me if I'm not paying attention. But that guy's got a lot to worry about. I'm just running right through it. So, notice I kind of plant that Gladius down there when he starts stabbing, push him off, get a little space. See that little scooch over? I gave you some space away from his stabbing so he can't reach my knees, and I just work on the face. I got a shield and a pincer, so I can work on his face or I can work on his shield arm. So I can either bash that shield out of the way or just keep working on his head. And the more he moves that shield around, the more likely it is for me to bash it out of the way. And he got some good stabs in. He was hurting me, but he just wasn't fast enough. So here I come in again. Try to put that shield down there, get some stabs in. I'll alternate a lot. Keep that guard weapon moving. So I'm just bashing his head in, and it's going to be over quick for him. I don't think he's even really touched me yet. It's kind of hard to tell with the server lag, and also weapons are kind of sleepers when you're wearing all that armor. Because I don't think your life bar moves when the armor is absorbing everything. But once that armor degrades, your life bar will go from green to yellow to red pretty quick, and he's almost done. Once his life bar starts turning yellow, he's in trouble, and it's going to go straight to black here in a minute. I don't remember if it does, but I'm just making the call now. But yeah, I got him scrunched up in my armpit. Could reach over his head with that hammer and snipe his arm, but ain't no time for that. He's dead. Anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it.